What's up, family? I'm Juan Castillo, and when I'm on social media, my favorite show to watch is the Don't Shoot the Messenger weekly podcast. Chris G, Professional Sutton, Rucker Report delivers sports the way it's supposed to be, real and authentic. So get ready to be entertained. My boys are ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, a.k.a. Jerry.
Ready? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
This is Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
X about me.
With Professional Sutton.
You already know.
Chris G.
My homie.
And the Rucker Report.
My family, what up?
They for real.
All straight with no chaser.
Let the games begin.
Let's go. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Yo, everybody that's out there in TV land, Facebook land, Twitch land, what's going on? Let me get this up here. Let me do it back. Hold on. Boom. Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, Jersey.
Fellas, it feels like it's been forever since we last seen each other. Like, you know, we always talk about in the sports world, something can happen like in 2 seconds, and then it's like it's done, man. But we are here. Definitely want to thank our sponsors. You know, we got a few sponsors there. We want to thank our main one, you know, the one who was holding it down from the get-go, 94.3 WYBC.
The rhythm of the city.
Also, we got to thank Inspire Rentals. Yes, with the summertime coming, cookouts coming, definitely want to get that porta potty. I'm going to get the information up on the screen so you can hit up MJ and get what you need for you and your family and for you and your loved ones. So, fellas, NBA, hockey, Kwame Brown, everything going on. There's a lot of gang shit going on around here, man. You know, and we're doing our late night edition. Everybody that's tuning in on Twitch land. I'm gonna start off, man. Kwame Brown, my dude going off. If y'all ain't hear, all the smoke. Said a little. I didn't hear the whole thing. I was like, I don't even want to hear. But by the time I wanted to listen to it, people was backtracking, especially your boy, what's his name? Agent O. What y'all call him? Gilbert Arenas. What's his name?
Agent Zero.
Agent Zero. Whatever.
Double shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, nah, I don't want no smoke. Steven Jackson, you know, he took the high road. Hey, brother, we all brothers. This, that, and the third. I don't want no problems. But of course, the light skin dude, yo, what you want to do? Listen, man, he don't want it. But
I listen.
Come on, man.
Kwame Brown deserved his day in court to defend himself because they've been getting at him for a long time. What we're not gonna do is act like Matt Barnes is a bitch. I don't give a fuck.
He beat a one light skin nigga. He beat a one light skin nigga.
Maybe
okay. All right.
Yo, maybe in the fair one, Kwame Brown to get him. But let me tell you what you're not gonna do. Matt Barnes ain't no bitch. I'm sorry.
Not a drop.
Like, I know it's popular right now. It's like, oh, Kwame came and got somebody, and I know it's funny right now. I get that. Matt Barnes ain't no bitch. Like, you know
nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I fucking Matt Barnes. I was just messing around. But this whole Kwame Brown shit, man. You know, at first it was cool. You know, I would listen to it, and I was like, you know what? He making his point. But now I see.
Hold on, quick. No.
Go ahead.
Not you. We know you just dicking around. I'm talking about there's a real serious group of people on the interwebs who really think that Matt Barnes is Matt Barnes. You know how mad you got to be
to drive an hour?
Drive
Fame
to go fight somebody.
Or what Kwame Brown said, because you a hoe driving over there. And another nigga in your crib. You a bitch.
Yo, Kwame turned into black youngster real quick.
You got it.
Whore.
Yo, this shit, yo, I mean, like I said, yeah, you gotta be. I mean, listen, somebody over here, you know what I mean, pounding your baby moms out with the kids in the other room, knocking on the door, pretty disrespectful. I'm just saying, that could be disrespectful. So you know what I mean, but that's an hour drive though.
Oh man, y'all.
Hour drive. I mean, by 15 minutes, you're like, yo, you know what? I'll catch that nigga at the Lakers game.
Nah, that's what Chris talking about. He determined, son.
Determined.
Like that's a different energy. If you don't hit the 15-minute mark, like now I'm gonna catch him on the other side, and you like, nah, I gotta go see him.
Yo, but it was funny.
Energy, B.
It was funny how Kwame Brown was just talking about it. Like we heard the story, but how he was putting his own words, some of cuss words, makes a story better. You know, it just make it better. How he was just straight, just going in on him.
Oh, you want some of that mama cooking?
So, but
Chris, we at the 2-minute mark. You can curse now.
There you go, Chris. There you go. Yeah. We 6:32 in, Chris. You can get the cussing.
Well, listen, I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but when that other opportunity was on the table, I'm like, yo, you know what? There's a lot of people in this area. They might know who I am. I might have to like calm it down a lot. I might have to calm it down, but I didn't. So I ain't.
Yo, oh my God.
Yo, he just hit the Donnell Rollins. He was like, a truck driver? I'm a janitor. I'm red.
Tabe, what's up, man? Yeah. But yeah, so I wanted to wait until, we got on the air because, like, well, what's your take on this? Like, is it funny? Is it like over the top? I mean, I see that Kwame Brown, definitely he got Judge Joe Brown. He did an interview with him. They talking about Charlemagne, Hot 97.
I know how you really feel about niggas.
Judge Joe Brown. Yeah, let me tell you something about Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne, he's a goddamn fool. He is a goddamn fool. I wish he was on my show right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Judge Joe Brown, how old is Judge Joe Brown? 92?
I am 87 years old, some odd years old.
Why do you know anything or care anything about Lizzo and Cardi B?
Oh, he was talking about them too?
Yes, he was.
Fam.
He called Lizzo like the Lizzo lizard body or something. He went into nah man. Fuck Judge Joe Brown.
Yo, it was so bad when I seen that joint pop across. I was like, I am not watching that. Yo, I'm not dedicating whatever amount of time in my life force to that. Nah, I'm straight.
Not doing that. I'm not even doing it for Kwame Brown.
Yeah, like I said, I watched the first one, and then he was talking about the whole Jordan situation, right? So he was talking about Jordan. I get it. You 17 years old, 18. You coming from, impoverished background, and here's Michael Jordan, who really don't want you. You know what I mean? Like just how Jordan was really trying to get Elton Brand, I believe. And huh?
That would have been dope.
It would have been, but just the way Jordan was going about doing it.
We don't know Jordan is a scumbag.
Oh yeah.
What's the last dance? But people don't talk about it much because
it's Jordan.
The competitive desire to win. We don't know you're a scumbag. Go ask Juanita.
Yo, wow. So there goes our Brand Jordan deal.
Give a damn.
We ain't never getting that.
Yes, we will. I'll just call Juanita.
Ooh, it continues.
Hold on, she got half, don't she? I'm just saying. Nobody talks about it because Jordan was a winner, so we won't talk about the crazy shit, right?
Yeah. So here's the thing, and here's kind of the argument I had, especially like in the house. Me and Terry was discussing it too, and my thing is this, right? At the end of the day, in professional sports, especially when you get to the professional level, there are certain things that you have to know come with the game. Even like, say, let's just scale it back for a minute. Say when we all played in high school, right? Mm-hmm. We all probably had a teammate that felt like picking at us was motivation.
Right.
Right?
Dan Ramirez.
So in terms of how our response is and how unique sports is, you can respond in a totally different way than you would, like, say, at your job or if you were in school or something like that. Like, sports gives you the opportunity to physically respond, right? And not for nothing, Kwame Brown, over a 13-year NBA career with 7 different teams, never physically responded to certain situations how he should have. Now, I will say this: he was thrown in a gauntlet of the world's most obsessive stars, starting with Michael Jordan at an early age. You know, he then went to a Charlotte Bobcats team that had some different type of people on it, but Jordan was still in the ownership group, so you still get that pressure. He goes to LA and gets with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we really could have escaped any of it, but he still didn't respond the way that he could have. Now, you got to give him his credit because, one, he was a number 1 pick out of high school. Can't take that away from him.
Nope.
You can't, and this is where I disagree with Stephen A. Smith. Like, we as pundits may be able to call certain people in NBA scrubs. We could do that because that would be our opinion, right? Lace them up against the people that you think are scrubs. Lace them up with the 15th man on the bench that you say is trash and see what happens.
Exactly.
Like, they are professionals for a reason. There's only 1,300 of them for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, you can't call a man a scrub. Now, bust, I understand that because that's a sports term. Like, definitely, it applies because the numbers never panned out for what he was supposed to be. So, I get all that, but I just hate for, and I'll say this, I hate for it to keep going the way that it's going because all it is just driving the negative stuff that happens on social media anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a big shit show. But at the same time, and me and you was talking about it, he's been speaking a lot of truth though.
Yeah.
That's what I think is keeping the audience kind of captive because he's not just flying off the handle defending the basketball aspect of it. He's spitting truth. So, I think it's going to be.
I think one thing, and then I'm gonna let you go, Chris. My bad. One thing that Kwame Brown said that is true. He said, "Listen, if you're gonna call somebody on the court, he's not good. Talent. If you want to talk junk about their abilities, cool. That's your job. But when you saying," and he was talking about Andrew Wiggins, he said, as Stephen A. said, I wouldn't trade him for a bowl of cereal. He said, now you're attacking his brand. Now companies don't want to touch him. Now people, he said, Stephen A., you got a big platform. What you say matters to people. So when you say this guy garbage all around, you're not only attacking his abilities on the court, but off the court, you messing up, people money. And that part, I understand. That part I really get because sometimes, it comes with the territory. Like we see it with Paul George. You know what I mean? Like Paul George was hot. He was hot again, on the court, playoff time. But I mean, if Stephen A. says something, Skip, like the main people, and if they say something, his endorsements won't go up either. So, I get what he's saying, but
had to cut the camera for a second when you start talking about him.
Listen,
look,
full effect.
I hear what both of y'all are saying, but at the same time, look, once you become a professional athlete, that's just a part of the game. You know what I mean? So what I didn't like from, he was taking some stuff that he took personally that people were saying about him. And I don't think it was a personal attack, even though it was personally against him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Kwame Brown is a bad guy. I don't want anything good to happen to him. It was, Kwame Brown, you were the number 1 pick. With the number 1 pick comes certain expectations. If you don't live up to said expectations, you either, look at Jamarcus Russell. He's been a punchline for a long time, has he not?
Yeah, I don't even know what he sounds like.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Now, you can even go with Jamarcus Russell and kind of talk about some personal off the field stuff that he did that kind of, hindered his career long term as a football player. But needless to say, he was a first round pick. He didn't pan out. When you're a first round pick and you don't pan out, you become a bust. If you are a bust, all of those adjectives that everybody use, scrub, can't play, wouldn't trade you for a bowl of cereal, all of that stuff, it all comes in. And it's not necessarily directed at you're a bad person. It's just we expected something from you as the number one overall pick, or just a high draft pick in general, and you didn't deliver. Kwame Brown was in the league for 10 years.
13.
13 years?
Mm-hmm.
You in those 13 years, you had a chance to turn it around. I'll give you an example. Tyson Chandler was also taken in that draft. Tyson Chandler was not good in the beginning. He wasn't. He was just as young.
Yep.
Right out of high school.
Yep.
Tyson Chandler turned his career into, he was a good player. Now listen, did he live up to being, he was like the number 2, number 3, him and Eddie Curry, I can't remember.
Yep.
But he was a really, really early pick. Now, did he pan out to be this generational player? No. But he won a championship. He was a contributor on the championship team. And he was when he became a free agent later on in his career, we want a guy like that on our team. We feel like he can help. And nobody talks about Tyson Chandler, A, as a bad player, or B, they don't talk about where he went in the draft because he wound up being, he wasn't a third or second round overall pick, but he wound up rounding out into a good player. Wiggins is doing the same thing right now in Golden State. Everybody knows what it was with Wiggins. It wasn't a great draft anyway, but he was the number one. But now, people going, you know what? I never seen Andrew Wiggins play defense. Now they call him two-way Wiggs. And, and as a number 2, number 3 guy, and when Clay get back, he'll be a number 3 guy. You go, you know what? I can see him working. I can see him being a contributor in that kind of way. So he had a 13-year career to kind of change the narrative, and he didn't. And I know he played for Jordan, and that was tough. And he played with Kobe, and that was tough. And he played for Jordan, and that was tough. But you made it to the league and was the number 1 overall pick, and that's tough too. You know what I mean? So it's par for the course.
Yeah. The other thing too, just real quick that I wanted to throw in there. One of the biggest things that happens, especially in the NBA, environment matters, right? So again, like I said, he was in some different environments, but if you look at it too, one of the things that separates the point that Chris is making between Kwame and Tyson Chandler eventually got to good, solid, winning organizations that had a chance to contend. When he got to Dallas, when he, played in Phoenix, even when he played in New York and different things, those were different type of organizations. It matters. I mean, look at Gilbert Arenas. Say what you want. Nobody, and I would even say on this panel right now, nobody really remembers the years that Gilbert Arenas spent in Oakland. When you flash Gilbert Arenas, you think of Washington. That's what you think of. When you think of Tracy McGrady, you think of Orlando and Houston. You don't immediately go to Toronto, right? When you think of Chris Webber, you don't, even though it was a 1-year deal in Golden State, Chris Webber is going into the Hall of Fame as a Sacramento King, right? So environment matters too. But again, I think the biggest thing is when you have a chance and an opportunity to respond, especially in the world of sports, physically, that's on Kwame Brown on the floor to do that. So I think just leave it there, man. I just hate for it to turn into something that I think is just headed, because there are a lot of other people, like there are pundits that are going to take shots at Kwame Brown, just like there are pundits that are going to join his fight to continue to push this negative narrative, and it could cause something to happen. Because, like Chris was saying, say what you will, and especially in the NBA, there are certain people that you don't want it with. You don't want it with stack. You don't. It's been proven at a lot of different places he went to. You don't want it with Matt. You don't want it with some of the people that they affiliated with. You don't want it with Oakley. You don't want it. And look at him. He almost 65 years old. You still don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And I think the best thing that Kwame Brown can do for his brand and what he's saying that he's trying to get accomplished is stop. Because everything that you say you're trying to build in your community, you're trying to build a community center, you're trying to help young men. That's all great things. But again, when you got to get on social media and say, I got to wait until 2 minutes to start cussing, and then you start going in talking about nigga this, nigga that don't look good for your brand neither. Because corporations are not going to sit at the table with you and like, yeah, they did call you a bust, so you could have dropped even more F-bombs if you wanted. They don't want to hear that neither, especially if they're cutting a check.
But here's the thing, though, right? So we live in a society where, again, so we older, we from a different cloth, so we get
it. That's Joker reference, or you don't even know about that?
Who?
You hit the whole "we live in a society."
Oh no, I didn't think
cool. It's cool.
Probably did, but anyway, yep. We gonna go with that. But so where we at now? Again, with us 3 grown black men who grew up in a different era, we know, like, yo, listen, if I got a problem with you, I'm calling you, I'm going where you at. We're gonna settle this one or two ways. Hopefully, it's the latter, and we could talk about it. But Kwame Brown also understands, and I'm sure when he started, he just wanted to say, yo, listen, stop disrespecting me, leave me alone, I'm not bothering you. But you know what happened? People kept listening.
Yep.
People kept liking, because they was like, yo, he not gonna keep, because he's like, yo, this the last time I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna say it no more. I'm good. But then you start getting the views.
I ain't gonna say no more.
Yes.
Put some respect on my name.
Exactly. I was like, cool. I didn't know he was from South Carolina. I didn't even know how he talked. I didn't think he had a freaking accent, but he did. Okay, cool. But once social media got to it, once people start listening, now he on ESPN. Now he's getting attention that he wish he could have got on the court. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a T-shirt that say "Mama's cooking."
It is.
Somebody hand like this.
Yo, it ain't positive. It ain't positive attention. You know what I mean? Like,
right. That's true.
People are clamoring to him because of what he's saying. And
that's the society that we live in, though. And it's sad. You know what I mean? And it's sad because he got to go. Now, if Kwame Brown would have came and said, hey, man, that's not right. Why you go at me? People would say, oh, boo, corny. Like, we would have understood. We would have been like, yo, you know what? I respect it. When he first came out, we was like, cool. Then his approach, I stopped listening after the second. I say, listen, I'm not about to do this whole back and forth. This thing sound like a damn high school, you know what I mean, girl fight, and it sounds like some WWF back in the day. Let me tell you something, brother. And for us, we could only go, we like a little bit of drama, but after a while, it's like, all right, I can't. But it's people, like you said, they're going to choose sides. And people going to keep, like, Hot 97 jumping on the Charlemagne board. They're like, oh, I remember what you did to us. It's on now. So now
you out on that train.
Yeah.
Heavy. Hardcore New York.
He wrote 2. And again, and it's sad because these are not young people. These are fucking people that's like 45 and over. Like, I'm like, I can't even watch it. Yo, it's so bitch made now. It's like, yo, come on, man. Come on, man. I can't.
I get where Kwame is coming from. I just came out of a situation where my feelings was hurt. And I need somebody to make it right.
Yeah, but you ain't like go bash him.
Maybe not. But listen, once the only thing Kwame Brown want is an apology. Or some people go, listen, man, we took it too far. And then maybe he would, you know what? It's all good now.
No, because Charlemagne said,
but I feel like people have given him apologies.
Yeah, people did. Like Charlemagne apologies, Mac, you know what I mean? Everybody that was on Viral said, yo, I apologize.
Those apologies, those just happened. See, the Stephen A apology is the one that he really wants. Because see, Stephen A been coming at Kwame Brown since he made his name on. I remember one of the first things about Stephen A when they used to be on Cold Pizza.
Yep.
Yeah. His first date.
Yeah.
Kwame Brown. It's the first.
Yep.
Go at him hard. That's what we want the apology from. See, the Matt Barnes, the Steven Jack, the Gilbert Arenas, that's all new shit. That just happened. You know what I mean? Players don't normally bring up Kwame Brown. Matter of fact, Matt and Stack wouldn't have brought up Kwame Brown if Gilbert.
Because you know why, Chris? Because most athletes don't bring up other athletes unless there's real problem.
Of course.
Because they understand what it is to be a world-class athlete. You know what I'm saying? When athletes have their show, they just talk about their experiences for the fan. Like, yo, I remember I was in here. That's what they talk about. They don't be like, yo, that nigga stank. That nigga they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like us, like we never made it to the professional level. I know Ruck played in college, but we would never talk about somebody to the point where it's like we getting on them like you stink, you bit you. We don't do that. Well, Ruck do it with Playoff P, but other than that, we don't go crazy because we were.
You do it with Marvin Lewis.
He's a coach, and he is.
Yeah.
I mean, and he got.
Here you go, Chris.
About another black man tearing down another black man.
Listen to this dude talk about Marvin Lewis.
Hold on. So you tell me that Playoff P ain't black? So now he ain't black now, right? Okay.
Yo,
I'm just saying.
Kwame, listen, let me tell you something. Professional son, when you talk about Marvin Lewis, he got that mama's cooking.
Mm-hmm.
He was full last night, but he ready to eat now with that mama's cooking.
Nigga ain't win the playoff ever, but
hey, when the last time the Bengals been to the playoffs since Marvin Lewis left? I'll wait.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let me see. When the last time they won a playoff with Marvin Lewis? I'll wait.
When the last time they won a playoff game? 88?
Okay. Marvin Lewis didn't help him.
Marvin Lewis had him in the contention. They've been the bottom of the AFC North ever since he left. When he was there, they was winning the AFC North with Pittsburgh, with
Baltimore.
And without a playoff win.
Hey, listen, I can't help it that he got a lot of ex-cons playing on their team and they couldn't keep it together in playoffs.
Listen, man. I'm not going to stand for this black on black crime.
You know what? You know what?
You want to talk about a Stephen A on the come up?
Hold on.
Right there.
Hold on. You know what? You know what? Fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next? That's all I gotta say. But you know, that's you know what, I'm sure it'll die down. Like I really thought it'll be over by this week. Like I sure hope it's over because I don't want like this shit is not even cool no more. Like
let me tell you what I want to hear about Kwame Brown.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like it's over. Like I just want him to talk about his experiences in basketball, like most athletes do. Yo, I remember when we was in Vegas, it was crazy. That's what I want to hear. Like I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that stuff. I want to hear. Yeah.
But there's an audience that does.
Yes. So. Yep. And he's gonna keep it going. And then Judge O'Brien gonna say, "God damn, Kwame, let me tell you something about that Charlemagne the God. He ain't even the God. Because him and Lizard and Liz O." Whatever her goddamn name is.
Don't Judge Joe Brown sound like Uncle Ruckus right now?
Hell yeah, he do.
Yeah, he do.
Hell yeah, he do.
He been sounding like that for years too, son.
Bless Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. Remember when he was?
I can't believe he said that, yo.
Remember when he was drunk, and then he had one on the tirade. He was touching. He said,
he don't want to talk about that."
Listen, my judge is Judge Mathis. That's my dude.
Even though Judge Mathis was in this court and thought somebody was Anthony Anderson.
That's funny. My dude, Anthony Anderson, how you doing?
He just took it too. Like,
listen, ain't nothing like a judge, like a Judge Mathis when he get mad. Hey, don't you come in my courtroom? I know a crackhead when I see a crackhead. You a crackhead. I know you's a crackhead. I'm from
you gotta bite the glasses too, Chris.
See, I know a crackhead. I used to sell drugs to crackhead. I used to be a crackhead. So don't play me, son. Don't play with me. Cause I know a crackhead. All right. Sorry, my mic messing up. That's that crackhead. NBA playoffs, fellas. Y'all liking it? What's going on, man?
I'm loving it.
All right, hold on, man. Let me just jump in real quick.
And this is No Messenger podcast, by the way.
I'm only talking to you, Chris, because Nah, because I already know what he gonna say.
We know Marvin Lewis ain't in no type of playoff, so you could talk. But go ahead.
Yeah. So LeBron breaks COVID protocols and he get to play right away.
Of course. Who the fuck don't want to see LeBron
Chris?
Say that one more time, please.
LeBron breaks COVID protocols.
Allegedly.
Play right away.
I mean, was that ever in doubt? Because that wasn't in doubt for me. When I saw him with Drake and Michael B, I'm going, I wonder if that was Kwame Brown, if they would let him play. I'm just saying. Come on, man. Oh, $50,000 fine is what they gave him. Nigga, that's chump change to LeBron James.
But do we know if he fully vaccinated though?
Don't matter.
It don't matter. That's the rule.
I'm just saying.
We all know he just flexed his muscle. So then when somebody else just recently broke it.
Harris LeVert had broke it before him.
But no, somebody broke it like right after him. Somebody that would have normally got suspended, but because LeBron just got away with it, they let him slide. And it's
so basically what you're saying is that LeBron is over here helping out other people like he always do.
Nah,
that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
I'm talking. And listen, this ain't Salt Bay. This ain't Salt Bay.
I'm saying, but that's what. Listen,
Bron got that mama's cooking.
Listen, flex your muscle. I'm not hating. Flex your muscle. You got it to do it. I'm just saying, let's not act like that wasn't a special LeBron.
Yeah, listen, certain people could do that. If Michael Jordan was playing during COVID, if Kobe, rest in peace, was playing during COVID, and he would have broke quota, what you think would have happened? Who the hell is not going to let them play?
Let me tell you something. It was very important that the Lakers and LeBron were in the playoffs.
Yes.
Okay? Very important.
Because you got to remember, LeBron didn't get to play in the playoffs at Staples Center because they were in the bubble.
Right, that's right.
I'm saying, so this is the first time he's playing a playoff game in the Staples Center. So it's like, how do you not have LeBron play? You know what I mean?
I just wanted to ask the question. That's all.
You just want to hate on my guy. You talking about me when it comes to Marvin Lewis. Let me tell you something. How you feel about my guy son LeBron? Man,
I like LeBron.
No, you don't. No, you
do.
It's okay. It's okay.
I do. I like LeBron.
Uh-huh.
I like what he was doing last night. That was just like, you know how you go to the family barbecue in the summer and your uncle was really nice and bold and you young and he like, all right, like, stop calling me over there. I'm gonna come and show you something.
And he just back you down.
That was him and Jay Crowder last night. He was like, all right, you asked for it.
Yeah. Listen, that series.
Suns ain't got no chance without Chris Paul, man.
Hold on. I'm glad we talking about the Lakers and the Suns because where Dark Mark at? Somebody get Dark Mark.
Yeah.
Because again, like I said, Devin was gonna get his chance. Just like every young player, you're gonna get your chance to show what you really about when it really matters. And what we seeing from him. And I ain't even gonna get into the dirty play. What we see,
he had in somewhat of his defense, the game that they won, he had a really good game. Yeah. He had a really good playoff debut.
Yeah, okay. You know who had a better one? Ja Morant. That's all I'm saying. And Ja Morant been in the league 2 years. Devin been in the league
20. I'm joking.
And mind you, Ja Morant didn't need the point guard Chris Paul to get on the team so that his team could finally get to the playoff. He did that himself. There ain't no other person on the team that they saying is the real MVP or should be getting MVP vote, but nobody talking about Devin Booker. I'm not here to knock Devin Booker, but I am here to say he's getting his chance right now. He's getting his chance to prove that he's more than just a talented player because he's talented. You can't take that away from him.
Right.
He's getting his chance, and he's coming up short.
I'm gonna take facts for 200.
Quet, come on now.
He ain't lying.
He ain't lying. Dark Mark on the show, but when I start talking about Devin Booker, matter of fact, we love Hannibal on the show. he arguing me down, talking about, but he scored 70. I said, fam, he scored 70. They lost by 20, and they was fouling. I was like, they were fouling in the last 3 minutes of the game so they can get him the ball back so he can get to 70. I was like, listen, he scored 70. Really, it was like 58. Because after that, then they just started hunting to try to get him to 70. And 58 is a great game, but it was in a 20-point loss. Come on now.
No, you're right. You know what I mean?
It was something about that. I was like, yo, that type of, it's something about being a winner that don't fit with that.
Yeah. You know, again, we live in a society where people just want to look at what TV's showing. You know what I'm saying? Like people always talk about Devin Booker 70 point, but they don't talk about how bad he lost. You know what I mean? So you needed to score 92 or 91 just for y'all to win. Think about that. You needed to score 91 so y'all could win, but they don't talk about that. Again, like you said, he is a talented player.
Oh, he's talented. There's no doubt about that. He's talented, but I'm just saying, you needed. I know everybody talking about he went 8-0 in the bubble last year. Miami went to the finals in the bubble last year. We could put that to the side for now, okay?
Don DeMarco,
Dang.
For Phoenix to be a viable team in the West, you needed to get Chris Paul. And Chris Paul is a legend, will be a Hall of Famer, because he galvanizes people like that. And then I look at Ja Morant in his second year, who clawed his way. And don't get me wrong, Dylan Brooks is a good player. Jackson Jr. is a good player.
Jaren Jackson,
yeah, and Slow.
And they've done it more without Jaren Jackson even playing.
Yeah, he really hasn't even played this year. And Kyle Anderson as well from San Antonio. You know what I mean? They put that thing together in the West, just like Devin Booker's been, without the help of a big superstar. And Valanciunas, please, I almost forgot about Valanciunas. And he got his team to the playoffs. Showing out.
Is there a Chris Paul jinx? My goodness.
Well, you know,
I don't think it's Chris Paul. I think
no. I'm just saying for him, it's like, or I should say, is Chris Paul jinx?
Okay, yeah. So I think
let me change that.
I think that the craziest thing that you see with Chris Paul is he's definitely a winner. He's definitely a high impact player, no matter where he has been. But for whatever reason, it's like at the most inopportune times,
right?
He gets bit by the injury bug, like, and the thing that made me question it the other day was, if you look at how his shoulder got hurt, right?
Crazy.
It didn't look like, you know what I'm saying? It really just didn't look like anything happened. Same thing in Houston when he pulled up on his hammy. He wasn't sprinting or pushing the ball up the court. He was just coming up the court. And it's like, damn. So the thing I hate about it is he going to get that fragile tag as well? You know what I'm saying? But
he didn't already have that? I thought he already had that.
Well, there you go.
I thought he already had that.
There you go.
Yo, people.
So, I mean, you know, he gets that too, but I think again, can't discount the fact that the boy is an absolute dog. And in that first game, he showed that how much of a difference he makes. And the crazy thing is, the one area that the Lakers thought they addressed by adding Dennis Schroeder, like Chris Paul kind of exposed, there's still a weakness there. It shows now. I think I wish Rondo was still in that position, because the Lakers would look a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wouldn't be wasting his year and with playoff pandemic P.
See,
ha 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 ha.
See, there you go on your bullshit.
Nah, man. Because first of all, I ain't gonna let off dude until he show up. And just like tonight, they was talking about, even though the Clippers won and everything, like, they was like, Paul George showed up tonight. He only missed 4 shots. He's done everything for the Clippers tonight. Bruh, you have the best 2 wing defenders in the league since Jordan and Pippen. And they had to claw their way to a victory tonight.
Still down. What is it? Like,
Dallas? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I mean, so Chris Paul, to me, he is what a point guard, old school point guard is. You know what I mean? He gets the job done. Now we see point guards scoring more. So people equate that to, oh, well, he's not good because he don't do this. He don't listen. He does what a point guard is supposed to do. He's facilitate, puts his team in position to win. That's what he do. That's what a point guard is when you think of a point guard. You know what I mean? And I really feel bad for him because, like you said, it's something so minor. And people could say he's fragile. You can say what you want, but he always put his team in a position to win.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Now, It's the guys that's on the bench that need to step up and do what they need to do. It's like, yo, listen, it's next man up. He's been giving you advice in game. Yo, you got to take it. I mean, I did read something on Facebook because, motherfuckers is cruel. They said he turned into Cliff Paul in the playoffs. It's pretty mean, but I still love Cliff Paul.
They stealing that from Shannon.
Yeah, you said from Shannon.
Uncle Shay said, I don't care if it's CP3, C3PO.
He was like, no, I don't care if it's Chris Paul, Cliff Paul, Logan Paul.
Paul. You ain't gonna beat the GOAT. Old GOAT James.
Speaking of GOATing, Chris, your boy, man, you know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum out there.
First and foremost, I like to give honor to Duke, who is head of my college life.
And his mom too. You know what I'm saying? Don't want that.
His
mom
Duke's too.
Mom Duke. There you go. See? Okay, I see that double entendre. Okay, I see that.
I just wanted to, Duke is in the building. I know, there's been this crazy stigma, Duke players don't produce in NBA, but them new boys do.
Mm-hmm. They get paid quite well. Mm-hmm.
So, Kyrie had a bad night though.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to ask y'all about, right? Harden gets 41. Durant gets 39. Kyrie has a bad night, and they struggle with an undermanned Boston team.
Oh, they're gonna beat him by 30 next game.
I don't even feel like that. So I think you need to reverse it. I think you need to say, Kyrie had a bad night. James and Kevin were themselves. Tatum had to score 50.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan Thompson played the best ball I've seen him play. Marcus Smart went on a streak where I think he hit like 3 threes in a row.
Mm-hmm.
The Nets by 6. See, to me, it shows that Boston needs to play so far above their heads to even claw a victory from.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at it, that 41 wasn't impressive by James. Like that was just even with Kevin. Kevin had some stretches, but if 39 and 41 could look bad, it looked bad the way they, you know what I mean? And it's like that was nothing. It didn't even really seem like they was trying hard. So I just think this just shows how good they need to be, and I don't think they can consistently, Boston that is, can consistently be that to compete with the Nets. I totally expect for the Nets to blow. I think they play Sunday.
Yeah,
just blow them out.
Yeah. So I would be shocked if Boston wins another game.
Yeah,
they are going watching Kevin Durant and James Harden. They are killers. They are going to close this out Sunday. Whatever happens after that, it's going to be on. It's not going to be a game. It was cute in Boston. That was cool. But it's over now. Because it's going.
Are we back to a best of 7 or is this a best of 5 in the first round?
Say that one more time.
Are we back to a best of 7 or is this best of 5 in the first round?
This is best of 7 in the first.
Okay.
It don't matter.
So, I totally agree with y'all. I don't think Boston has a real chance to win this series. I think this is more a showcase for Tatum and Boston's ability this summer to probably attract some more help
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they got a chance. I thought it was interesting because the one thing that I know with Brooklyn is they're definitely going to have the scoring because you're not going to get a bad night from Kyrie consistently. And I think it'll be an anomaly to have all three of them have a bad night. The one thing I worry about with them is I was more so keyed in on what Tristan Thompson was able to do because that's where Brooklyn's weakness is, in the middle. Protect in the middle and then their ability to rebound. So that's what I was looking at more so.
This is what I want to say, and I stole this, and I want to give her props. I stole this from this ESPN analyst. Her name is Monica McNutt. She used to play ball back, I think, for Georgetown back in the day.
Little cutie.
Listen, I ain't going there, but yeah. So she said, and I couldn't agree with her more, that Boston, after they lose this series, that Boston needs to go to the table. You can't be 1 foot in and trying to build for the future and be good right now. That they need to literally go in and say, either pick Jalen or Jason and go, everybody else is on the table. We need to revamp this whole thing.
Agreed.
Yep.
Listen, because obviously Kemba isn't what you thought he was going to be for you. Kemba scored, I think, like 4 points in it.
Yeah.
Kemba's been
a bad game too.
He's been erratic and up and down this whole year. Marcus Smart is a very, very good player for sure. He's expensive, and you could get something more for your value on the open market, for Marcus Smart. Tristan Thompson is Tristan Thompson.
What it is.
You got a whole bunch of other players that are just like,
And you still got a lot of draft picks.
So you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision to go, either Jason or Jalen is our guy, or both of them are our guys, and everybody else is going, and we need to build a different type of team around two dudes who could potentially be the best two wing defenders and scorers in the league.
So with that being said, I know who I'm gonna ask. Who should Boston get in the offseason?
Well, listen, this is not a great offseason as far as free agent.
No, it's not.
Kawhi will be a free agent, but
Steph
seemed like he was fit in Boston. They want you to play every day and work hard in Boston.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he'll fit good in Miami. Pat Riley wouldn't give LeBron his way. He damn sure ain't going to give Kawhi his way.
No, there will not be load management in Miami with him.
It will not be. With him off to the side, not knowing what's going to happen with that, you're going to have to make some trades. You're going to have to trade Kemba. I don't know what you can get for Kemba. You're going to have to trade Marcus Smart. You're going to have to package all of these draft picks that you got to try to move. I don't know the pieces that Danny Ainge needs to arrange.
Yeah.
To Boston, but he need to do it.
Yeah. There in this summer's free agency, there really isn't anybody that you could say is going to be a building block for a team, a franchise building block.
Yeah.
The only person because all of the people are really gonna it's more so about fit and where they are, because not only does Boston have this dilemma, but the Clippers have it too. Yeah. Like they need to decide, and I think it's an easy decision. Just blow it up completely. Get rid of Paul, get rid of Kawhi, because Kawhi could walk anyway. So you might as well go ahead and get something for him. But I think that the hottest commodity that I see on the free agent market this summer is going to be Julius Randle. But I think that the Knicks are going to throw some good money at him, and because they're backing
with the way he's playing right now, because he ain't been great in this Hawks series.
He hasn't been, but I think you know what the league is. We all know what the league is, right? Yeah. And yes, you could add to your dollar amount in the playoffs. Like you could really add to it there. But if you had a solid season, it makes it different. But I think what the Knicks have been able to do, what Tibbs has been able to do, is make New York, and shout out to World Wide West and everybody else that's there. They've made it attractive to go back to New York. And the league needed the Knicks back in the playoff in the worst way.
Yeah.
And honestly, even if Julius Randle is not playing well, which I agree with Chris, he's not, the Hawks and the Knicks is probably the most watched series that's out there.
True.
It's the most intriguing. Don't nobody else want to watch none of the other stuff that's going on.
I'll say
You know what I'm saying?
it's the most. You could probably flip a coin just because of LeBron and the Laker brand.
Yeah, and
You
yeah.
could probably flip a coin on which one is the most popular one: the Knicks, Hawks, and shout out to Trae Young. Trae Young he won all
of it.
All
of it. And listen, again, not to let this moment go unnoticed, shout out to Nate McMillan. Please give that man his respect.
Hey, where's Indiana right now? Indiana, and we talked about this on the show, when everything happened. I'm saying you're firing a coach who consistently had the Indiana Pacers around the 4 to 5 seed. Hey, what seed is Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted to go with a new coach. They wanted to go with a new coach that they're already talking about getting rid of. But because Nate McMillan lost in the bubble because Sabonis was hurt and didn't play, Miles Turner was playing but playing injured, and Victor Oladipo wasn't there, and he still had him at a 4 seed.
Exactly.
Because they lost in the in the bubble. Nate McMillan ain't the right fit. He goes to the Hawks. The Hawks were the bottom of the barrel in the East. They fired their coach. Nate McMillan got them playing. That's not a coincidence. Put some respect on Nate McMillan's name.
Absolutely.
Put some respect on these black coaches' names. Put some respect on these black coaches' names. Because a lot of these black coaches are doing a lot of good things.
Monty, give it to Monty too.
I mean, listen, Monty,
gotta give it to Monty.
I don't care if Monty never went to championship. In my book, he's a class act stand-up guy. Lost his wife tragically, but he still pushed on. And he's still fighting. Like, when you think of black coaches, it's like they still are trying to act to be, respected. It's like they're still in civil rights when it comes to, professional sports. Like, what more do they have to do? And
hey, I'll say this too, man. And I don't know if you guys will agree with me.
We will.
Doc Rivers has been undersold as a coach as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
He really has been. I think we really took for granted because of what he did in Boston, what he did in LA with Lob City, and then what he did with a rebuild to have that team back where they were. And then what he's now accomplished in Philly that nobody has been able to get from Joel Embiid. No one.
But I bet you if this was Mike D'Antoni, come on now. Come on now.
You preaching, boy, ain't you?
Mike D'Antoni, he would have been on everybody's list. He's one of the greatest of all time. Mike D'Antoni don't got a ring as a head coach. I'm saying. And then again, like you said, Ruck, let's not dismiss that before the big three, they called the big three, got to Boston. Boston was at the bottom of the barrel.
Bottom.
And then look, they won a championship. And then he continued. I don't think he has a losing season since. I'm just saying, I could be wrong, but I mean, hey, listen, don't give me a preacher.
It's been interesting to watch, but I think a lot of teams are gonna be hard pressed to really make certain moves. Like, I think the people that are on the table that everybody would talk about are people that really aren't going anywhere. Steph ain't going nowhere.
No. Steph ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere at all.
I will say, I think Steph should resign, get the Supermax, all of that shit. But he should wait until next season. He should wait to see what Clay looked like, and just to keep the pressure on Golden State to consistently
to ante up.
All right, we'll do this to move this to get, because whatever's left in Steph prime, it should be going by 38. And if he signs the Supermax, it'll get him to 38. So, oh, look who came in the chat.
El Español. Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. Look at his picture.
Mm-hmm.
He hate the Knicks. He hate the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
He can't.
Bro. Well, you should hate Kyrie right now with that dumpster fire of a game you put on.
It's okay.
How you going to talk trash about? I hope everybody just keep it respectful and all of them keep it basketball, and they do, and they boo you every time you touch the ball, and you play like boo boo the whole game.
But you know,
but I tell you what, just like y'all said earlier, what he's gonna do on Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
God. This is gonna be 3 Uncle Drew commercials just from the first half alone. Like
I'm watching that.
Stupid.
I'm watching that game. I can't wait to see that game because it's man.
Yo, what I wanted. That's what I wanted to say real quick too. You know who else is earning maybe another good deal this summer?
Who's that?
Derrick Rose.
Derrick
Y'all better respect Pooh name, man. Y'all better respect Pooh out in these streets. Gang, Chicago. How you doing, beautiful? Y'all better respect what he doing out here.
Goofy,
yeah. So it's interesting, man.
Yeah,
the playoffs have been good. The playoffs have been good. I'm happy about it.
Listen, I agree with Nets in 5. Jason Tatum still put 50 on Kevin head though. Nobody stop him tonight.
Yeah, Kevin don't want. That's more than Kevin Brush doing. I tell you that. God damn. Shit, he looking great.
New now can't help that.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, New now can't help that. He might as well.
Yo, so speaking of here, right? Yo, they had a picture of Trae Young side by side with like a hairy lollipop and
with the Knicks jersey.
Let me tell you something. Yo, Trae Young better never lose that hair because I can see ball in this cover and it's gonna look crazy.
Trey Lance too.
Ugly.
All the Trays is back.
It's gonna look crazy.
It's gonna look crazy.
He gonna have to cut it down a little bit.
I was debating when we was talking, like if I want to even put this out there because I just think it's crazy. Like the fan with the popcorn on Russ, and of course that's in Philly where they beat up Santa Claus in Philly, son. Like you already know how I feel about that.
How Philly get down,
right? But then for Trae to get spit on,
nah, fuck that. Somebody getting shot.
And you know what the crazy thing was, and they said it today too. You know who that was that was sitting there? That was 50.
50 and his girl.
So
hold on.
Fifth, you mean tell me your girl got some spit on her and you ain't? What up, Doug? What up? Like I ain't hit a coin drop or nothing. Like what?
Check this out. In between, so it was Sting, the singer Sting, 50.
Yeah.
50 girl Cuban Links or Cuban something. Julianne Moore, the actress, and her man. The spit came in between Cuban and Julianne Moore.
And nobody turned around and said, like, you can't. And that's the crazy thing. And LeBron, shout out to your guy, son LeBron, for putting it out there.
Always.
All the cameras, and we haven't got a face shot of anybody.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me they couldn't panned up and saw who that dude was?
They got footage of who that face was.
You know what I mean?
That's somebody's rich son. Somebody that's rich, that's their son.
Hold on. All of them? All the incidents though? The people that was giving the racial slurs to John Morant dad, the popcorn, the spit, they all somebody rich nephew? Uncle?
Well, I'm just saying in New York. But I'm just saying though.
I'm just saying they're not releasing faces on none of these people because you was bold enough. First of all, you wasn't even bold enough. You were protected enough to throw popcorn on Russ because you wouldn't do it if y'all was walking down the street.
No, hell no.
You was protected enough to spit on Trae Young.
That's disrespectful. I don't give a fuck. You don't spit on nobody. That right there, like he should have been, he should have got stomped out. I'm sorry, like that's disrespectful. Like these guys come and play ball and you disrespect him and you spit on him. Come on, that's how you get shot.
I'm glad they brought Meta World Peace on a couple shows to talk about, the Malice in the Palace, like to go in depth. Like, obviously, you don't want the players going in the stands, but at the same time, don't think it's so sweet that players won't come in the stands.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. They all got a little bit of money to lose. Okay, they can. Let me tell you something. What was them fines? It was like 30 games.
Yeah, it was like 100 and something thousand.
Somebody pay that.
The right one got it. But I know Russ got it. Just saying.
But you know what? Again, and I hate to make it racial, but if it had been a black fan just on the court making just doing something crazy like this on the camera,
our picture would have been all on the news like this.
Look at this thug interrupting the game.
It wouldn't have been that picture. It would have been the Facebook picture where you got like a couple bottles.
Yeah. You got your middle finger up.
Right. To make you look as bad as possible.
Right.
They want to dehumanize. I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying though. I'm just saying like these things are egregious in my Stephen A. voice. Like for you to spit on a plate on anybody, you could tell where they not from. Because I don't care who you listen. I am the nicest person you will ever meet. I will give you the shirt off my back, the shoes, food, whatever. But you spit on me, that's your ass, and I'll die about that. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm so serious. I'm so serious with that. Like that shit out the window, man. And it's like this is just at the end of the day, this is just a game. This is just a game. And most people that's causing the most ruckus never played sports in their life. They couldn't even go to the YMCA and get on a team. Shouts out to the Y League, by the way. I'm just saying, man. Like this shit is getting crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah,
that's
definitely disappointing.
Yeah, but you know who I want to shout out to, man? Let me drink my water, man. Let me drink water. Shouts out to Aaron Rodgers, man. He's straight disrespecting the Packers right now. I love it. My boy Aaron Rodgers straight disrespecting the Packers right now. He in Hawaii. He got his hair back with his girl. Listen, man, I don't know. I'll come back when I get back. We'll see. And then he said, "It's about morals. It's a little bit more than what you." I love it, man. I love it.
All I gotta say is, shout out to Tay, Funch, Lizard King, my man EQ. Shout out to all the receivers by saying, "Nah, we ain't going either."
I love it.
We ain't gonna be there neither. We gotta respect. Look. Like the one thing that Michael Rappaport made famous that I love. Gotta make it right with Oak. You gotta make it right with 12.
I
make it right with 12.
And I love what he's saying. Again, this without the players, there is no league. These GMs really think that they are doing something. You don't put on no pads, you don't practice nothing. So stop it. Come on. Oh, this nigga
feel like ballers.
This nigga Larry smoking crack tonight again. Look what he said. Look.
He believe in that boy Bateman. He really do. They said he looked good in camp though.
You can tell who up past their bedtime.
Yes.
Nonsense.
Eating the edible. You know what I'm saying? This dude crazy, man. This dude out here crazy.
Larry up right now eating the edible with suspenders on. Taking another GQ picture.
With some shorts and church socks on. It's stupid. Now, Julio, so Chris, because I love Julio too, man. I just want to say this because we said it a number of times. The way Matt Ryan is still in the league. Looking at Julio number, like when you talk about receptions, let's do Julio Jones. I mean, come on. How don't you give him? It looks bad when you look at his touchdown numbers. But when you look at his reception, it's like, yo, this dude is doing it. And you can't even get him a slant to get him a touchdown? Matt Ryan don't deserve whatever happens to Matt Ryan. He deserves all of it. He don't deserve Julio.
You know what I don't understand about the Julio joint? And Chris, you got to enlighten me on this or what he thinking. Why would he want to go to Tennessee?
Derrick Henry.
Money back, yo.
No, that's his boy.
I know that's his boy, but
He ain't going to Tennessee. I'm telling you, he going.
But you think Tannehill is going to throw you the ball?
Well, that's why I don't want him to go to Tennessee. You're just getting away from Ryan.
Right.
Yeah.
Person.
You are just, and I know I talk a lot of trash about Ryan. Ryan is a good quarterback. I mean, in pressure situations, it's a little different. But Ryan is a good overall quarterback. Ryan's going to go to the Hall of Fame. I want to make that. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Just pull up his numbers. He's going to go. But my problem with Ryan is that with a player like Julio, see, Ryan sometimes wants to just, oh, no, man, listen, let me go over here. No, fam. When the game is on the line, if you go to Julio, you wouldn't have the stigma of choking in games. Just get the ball up and get it to Julio. Now, well, Julio's gonna go two places, and I'm glad Larry's on the chat now.
Yeah, me too.
And it's in this order, and these are the betting odds.
49ers 3.
Patriots, Baltimore, 49ers.
There we go.
I personally think the best place for him to go is the New England Patriots, and I'm gonna tell you why.
No, come on, Chris. Now you smoke.
No. Let me finish. Let me tell you why. And I know, right? You go, San Francisco should be the best place. They got this type of offense. They got to run an offense in San Francisco. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. And if he went to New England, what is the one thing people never complain about Cam doing? Throwing the deep ball. What is Julio Jones? A deep threat. What is the one thing that they didn't have last year? A real receiver. What do they have now? A great tight end core and a nice young receiving core.
And a good running game.
And a good running game. If you got Julio on the edge, and you know you got to respect Julio, that opens up two things. First of all, even when he's covered, he's open. Secondly, now the run game with Cam and the options
is totally different.
Cam is not a good finesse thrower. I hope he gets better this year, but he's just not. But if you tell him to hit a deep post, hit a deep fade, hit a deep streak, well, he can do that in his sleep. We all know he got the cannon. And we all know you just got to get the ball in the vicinity of
Julio.
Julio is going Julio. He'll snatch the ball right out your hands.
Listen, you saw what he did in the Super Bowl. You saw, I mean, my goodness, his shoestrings kept him in, but he got it done.
Come on now. I'm telling you right now, that's the best place. Now, I don't want to hear that, Larry.
Well, I knew Larry was going to say that. I will say this. I do like the Baltimore option. My only concern with Baltimore, right, is what Chris said, and everybody has to, let's take the fandom out of it, right? Baltimore is a running football team, right? It's the same thing as San Fran. And I'll say this. If your other star receiver was complaining about getting the ball, what do you think Julio would do in that same situation? If Marquise Brown was talking about you got to use the weapons, right? Now, does Lamar have a better arm than Cam at this point in his career? Yes. Is he younger, got more time on the clock? Yes. Can he throw short finesse passes and the deep ball? Yes. But is Baltimore going to commit to a system change that has them going from a running game to a passing game?
No.
That's my only thing.
They're not. And to piggyback on Larry's point that Cam can't throw no more. When Cam had great games this year, you know when it was? When they were losing and then they had to throw deep. All of a sudden, the numbers start piling up. Because he can do that. But that's really not the Patriots game. The Patriots game is more of an intermediate, open man, precision type thing, which Cam has always struggled in. But if it's just, I'm just saying, if you dumb it down to just pushing the ball downfield, Cam can do that.
He's proven to be an MVP at that.
He can do that. Now, he's not quite the runner that he used to be. He's still good enough, though. as we saw last year. He's still good enough. He's more of a power. He's always been a power runner, but at least in his early years, he's a power runner with a little bit of speed. Now it don't seem like he got no speed, but he'll still bowl your ass over.
Hambone said, Chris, I can't agree with you on your take on Ryan. His issue is that he forces the ball to Julio. That was the reason Sanu was unhappy.
So here's the thing, right? If that was true, I wouldn't have a problem with Ryan. If he does force it, he don't force it enough.
He don't.
Julio, especially when Julio was healthy, Julio needed to give the same treatment as Antonio Brown had with Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh. Get that man the damn ball. He's your best option. He's better than Sanu.
Hell yeah.
Sanu's slow, not a great route runner. The only reason Sanu was ever open is because Julio
you can triple team.
Yeah, because we saw Sanu in New England. Not great. Julio needs the ball. I'm just saying, if you're gonna pass the ball in the system 35 times, 20 of them need to be to Julio. I don't.
You know what? And so now with the 49ers, my only issue is, again, and here's the good and bad, is that who's the quarterback going to be? Because my thing is, with Jimmy G, is Jimmy G going to give him the ball? Because we seen Jimmy G, his throws downfield during the game, he get real timid.
You mean can he get the ball? Can he even push the ball up?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the question.
That's what I'm saying. Can he get the ball down there? And then it's like, Trey Lance, he's still young. And I understand people said that we're a run team, but I think that we were a run team by default because we had to, because Jimmy G was still psychologically messed up.
Listen, Jimmy G couldn't get the ball to Debo or Kittles or anybody.
Yeah, man. It's horrible.
Like, listen, the crazy thing is
the only good thing is that Kyle knows him and he knows Kyle.
Yeah. But listen, and this would be crazy too, but think about it, right?
Don't say the Cowboys.
The 49ers would actually be better at this point and where they are going with Nick Mullins.
What?
As the quarterback?
He can throw the ball down the field.
Nah, fuck that. Listen, we don't need that nigga like that.
He can throw the ball down the field. If you're waiting for Trey anyway.
Yeah, but
I hear you. I really don't like Nick Mullins, though.
Yeah,
but Chris, I don't like Nick Mullins, but Chris, just like you said about Matt Ryan, when you look at tape and when you look at what he does, the one thing that Nick Mullins can do effectively is push the ball down the field.
You know what? But
he's done that for them.
Yeah, but he's done that. But he also thrown a lot of interceptions when he did that as well. He also doesn't. He also isn't good under pressure either. You know what I mean? Like, he is good for being a backup QB, a game or two. That's it. But when you talking about throwing, it was times when he threw that thing up there, and anybody catching that ball, and it was just
listen. If y'all ain't gonna pull the trigger and get these number ones up to get 12, I don't know what y'all gonna do.
Well, my thing, at least Jimmy will win you games, and Jimmy is reliable when he's healthy. It's just in bigger spots, Jimmy cannot come through for you in bigger spots. But in a regular season, Jimmy is better than Nick.
Yeah,
is better than Nick in a regular season setting. He'll be better than Nick. Now, will he be able to push the ball downfield? Maybe as good as Nick, probably not. But could he run the offense better, just in general? Because I Jimmy could, but we'll see. I want to see where Julio goes. I'll be happy if he goes to Baltimore. I'll be happy if he goes to New England. Like Larry said, I don't think Julio is the best fit for Baltimore just because of the way that they run their offense, but it would still be a massive upgrade to at least have a weapon like that to,
As a coach, you make adjustments. And when someone like Julio's come to your team, whatever you got to do, you're going to make it happen. You get paid millions of dollars to win. You're going to do what you got to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to make that mug work. And, I mean, I hope we get him. But if we don't, hey, I just want him to win, man, for real. Cause man, it's a damn shame out there in Atlanta, boy. Shouts out to my boy. He's usually on. My boy Anthony Jones, aka Goldmouth Pooh. He was an Atlanta Falcons fan, but as of Wednesday, he left the Falcons, and then he goes to the Los Angeles Chargers. I said, so you don't ever want to win, huh? You just don't give a damn, huh? Like it's other teams you could have went to.
But why the Chargers?
That's what I said. He said, yo, because they got a young team. Yo, we got picked. I said, yo, fam. Yo, within a year or two, they're going to be back to like the regular shit. You're going to be crying all over again. You're going to be making this announcement again.
Chargers been young and up and coming for 15 years.
For 30.
You know what I mean? Like,
they've been young and up and coming since Natron means. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Oh, I bet you don't remember when He Hate Me used to play over there.
mm-hmm.
I'm about to say something.
But what's your name? Something Smart? Rod Smart?
Yeah, Rod Smart.
Yeah.
I always like He Hate Me better.
I think everybody do. That is one of the best nicknames.
As iconic, it's gonna live forever.
Yeah,
gonna live forever.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I like Herbert. Don't get me wrong. But yo, he gotta go against Patty Mahomes 2 times. Even the same division as Patty Mahomes. And I ain't a big Raider fan, but we ain't going. Derek Carr, quiet as cat. You know, is like the only dude in that division that ever beats Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So like, and then I don't know. Maybe Aaron Rodgers coming to Denver. We'll see. I don't know.
Nah, hell no.
I don't think he is, but maybe. We'll see. I want to get back to that Aaron thing. I saw a picture with him and his actress fiance, Shailene Woodley. Miles Teller, who's another actor, friend of Shailene Woodley and his girl. And I'm going, yo, Aaron Rodgers is only a year older than me, but man, he look old in them pictures. Like, still, come on. I'm looking, I'm just going, yo, he not that old, but damn, he look old with all of them in that picture.
He's stressed, man. He's stressed.
I was like, I don't know. He just looked like the rich boyfriend that's still trying to hang. You know what I mean? But
what's
no disrespect.
Hey, Rock, what's Green Bay's GM name?
It doesn't matter.
And what's Aaron Rodgers' girlfriend name?
Woodley.
Wasn't it Charlene?
No, Shailene.
Oh,
Shailene.
I can't wait until Aaron Rodgers leave and the Packer GM sang that Anthony Hamilton song. Woke up one morning, found a letter that he wrote. He says he's tired that I'm always on the road. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yo, son, I can't wait neither. And I'm a cry because I still got to be a Packers fan, but I'm gonna be laughing at him, boy. Like, you know that meme when the dude getting in the car.
Yeah.
That's gonna be me, son. Because you disrespected the GOAT, son. You disrespected my GOAT, son. Nah.
I can't wait to see Randall face. First of all, Randall, you're gonna have to see.
Nah, he asked for this. I can't wait to see it. He asked for this. I can't wait to see his face.
But here, listen. So now you get rid of one of the best quarterbacks ever, and you still got to live in piss poor Bridgeport. Wow, man. God damn. You're going to be pissed off the whole year, man.
Come on, man. What's with the
Whoa. Hold on. Hey, yo, Larry. At 1:42 in the morning, bro. I don't know what you sipping on over there, but right?
He's sipping on the finest of cognac.
You better watch your mouth.
No, that nigga drinking Thunderbird.
Because you using big words and I'm gonna take them as disrespect. All right? Don't be my nigga.
You heard me, Chris?
What's that?
I said he ain't drinking no yak. That nigga drinking Thunderbird. Talking like that. He ready to fight.
He over there drinking that Wild Irish Rose.
Yeah, he also
that Mad Dog 2020. That's what he drinking. He did predictions in the damn.
Larry, let me find out you was drinking St. Ives all day.
Nah. He keep it simple, stupid. He just on the 30th Natty Ice. That's all.
You got to fight now.
Yeah, so
Look,
he tripping.
they play each other this year?
Yeah, we play each other.
Where?
Yep. I think they come to us.
It depends, man. If Aaron
No,
Rodgers,
actually, no. I think it's in Baltimore.
regardless
If it's
of
in
that,
Baltimore, I'm going.
if
Hey,
Aaron
hey, Hambone, if it's in Baltimore, let's go.
if Aaron Rodgers ain't playing, it's an L. I can
Yeah,
tell you,
it's definitely an L.
if Aaron Rodgers ain't playing, it's an L.
Oh yeah, Hambone, we going. Let's go. We there.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. You better hope the Aaron Rodgers there, because you're gonna be
We there.
Great stadium. Great stadium.
Yeah.
What's the M&T Bank?
Yeah. It's a really good stadium. I drove past it one time.
Listen, man. It's a lot of great things in Baltimore that's good.
Mm-hmm. So that
booger sugar.
Stupid.
Crab cakes that
booger sugar.
Yeah, stupid. So before we about to go, oh shit, see,
yo, just cut him off, yo.
You know he's drunk. You know that he drinking on something crazy when he goes, "Shut up, funky bitch." That's how you know. That's how you know that he's drunk. That's how you know. I'm just
yo, Hambo get drunk and he look like a light skinned Sam Jackson and Black Snake Moan.
I'm ready for him to say that. Listen, fellas, we gotta go. I gotta go. I'm having too much fun.
I gotta go. My shit about to die.
Yeah. So before we end, Ruck, you gotta hit us with a good word, man. What is the good word for today, brother?
Man, because it's 1:45 in the morning, I'm gonna keep it real simple for everybody. That old man nap is now gone.
I agree.
Now you know what it is, people. You know, in this edition of Say Word, we're gonna keep it real simple, right? You get what you give. You get what you give. So all the things that you say that you want, they're not just gonna happen. You get what you give. So the amount of energy that you put in is what you will receive back from the universe. So instead of talking about it, instead of hoping it happens, get to work, because you get what you give. Shout out to my boy Chris G for now understanding this prophecy as he been given for a long time. And now he's getting his just due. So it comes right there, man. I told you, Negro Diamonds on this thing a little bit. I speak it into existence, partner.
Tell it. Talk about it. Well, listen, fellas, I had a great time. Everybody else, I had a great time too. All the listeners, shouts out to all. Also, I just want to say, man, again, Facebook me on some bull, but shout out to all the people in California. We got more listeners in California than we do in Connecticut. I don't know what it is, man. Like Little Boosie said, man, you know, it be your own people, man. But anyway,
Are you hold on? Are you being dead ass?
Yeah,
come on, dog.
We got when it on Anchor, we have more listeners in California than we do in Connecticut.
Come on, dog.
And that's it.
About to have me out here set tripping. Come on, man.
That's how you got the blue on.
The waving at, man. Hell City out here, man.
Listen,
yo, why he always think that you in the bathroom, yo? yo, Hambo stupid, yo.
My wife's fucking zoo at the window edge is where I'm at. In the damn bathroom.
Is that a real pen back there? That car joint?
That what?
Is the one to your right? Is that real?
Hell yeah, this shit real.
That shit is huge. What the hell? God damn.
Right there.
What you gotta feed it on milk?
Hey, yo, Chris got them plants from Jurassic Park in his kitchen, yo.
Jesus.
God damn.
Damn, Chris, you got a lot of plants.
I don't got no plants. I don't give a fuck about plants.
That's your wife. He said
the Black Tarzan.
I'm like, yo, you know, this is like really the only spot I can sit that don't open out into a whole bunch of other shit, and I got a goddamn zoo behind me.
Chris, you're gonna have to build you a studio, man. You could do it.
You know, the studio is on the way. Studio's on the way.
It's built on the first floor.
Oh, look, it's really on the way now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really on the way now.
He said, wait, hold up. Uh-oh, him. What you gonna tell you? Why didn't you just finish it in the whole thing? Saying wait, hold up. Why didn't you just finish your thought? Let me see. Oh, okay.
The fight got pushed back.
What fight got pushed back? Which one?
Between you and him, you funky bitch.
Well, no, because the only fight. I'm trying. What fight got pushed back?
Oh, no.
Because
Yo, Quay, you stupid, yo. Yo, Quay, you dumb, yo.
He said, "Need dramatic." He's stupid. Listen, on that note, we out of here. Thanks again for tuning to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
You know your boy Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Rucker Report, Jersey.
Peace. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy.